Beth and Rip's spin-off title suggests John Dutton's daughter will redeem his Yellowstone failures. Beth Dutton, Kelly Riley, and Rip Wheeler's Cole Hauser Yellowstone spin-off officially has a title, and it suggests that John Dutton's Kevin Costner daughter will redeem his ranching shortcomings. According to a Bloomberg report, Beth and Rip's Yellowstone spinoff is titled Dutton Ranch. While it's just a title, the moniker has a lot to say about what to expect from Beth and Rip after leaving the Yellowstone Dutton Ranch in Yellowstone Season 5. While Kevin Costner's Yellowstone exit caused screenwriter Taylor Sheridan to close out the original series, many believed some continuation would exist, with Riley and Hauser as its leads. Yellowstone aficionados turned out to be right, with a report breaking the news that Kelly Riley and Cole Hauser would reprise Beth and Rip in an offshoot, as opposed to continuing the original series with Yellowstone Season 6. Still, it sounds like Beth and Rip's Yellowstone spinoff will have a lot of crossover with the original, and its title is the biggest indication yet. While John's ranch was formerly known as the Yellowstone Dutton Ranch, it was often just called the Yellowstone or Dutton Ranch. That said, Beth and Rip will carry on a crucial aspect of John Dutton's legacy. How John Dutton failed Yellowstone's Dutton Ranch. While he left a massive legacy behind him, John Dutton failed the Yellowstone Dutton Ranch. While the ranch had been in John Dutton's family for nearly 150 years, his son, Case Luke Grimes, was forced to sell the land in Yellowstone Season 5's finale. Case and his big sister, Beth, simply didn't have the money to maintain the ranch. When John died, his children couldn't afford the massive inheritance tax that came with taking stewardship of the ranch, and it left them with few options to preserve what their family fought for. Ultimately, John failed his family. Case selling the ranch to the Broken Rock tribe was a beautiful ending, restoring the land to the ancestors of its indigenous stewards. The ending even fulfilled Taylor Sheridan's Yellowstone prophecy from 1883. Still, John's decisions were short-sighted and left Case with no choice but to relinquish the ranch. Ultimately, John's failures lie in his unwillingness to modernize and adapt, unable to turn a profit on the cattle business, leaving his children without a feasible way to carry on his legacy. That said, Beth had the skill to change that, and she showed us how. Beth and Rip's Yellowstone spin-off title suggests John Dutton's failures will be redeemed. Beth and Rip's Yellowstone spin-off title, Dutton Ranch, suggests that John's daughter will redeem his failures, like she set out to in Yellowstone Season 5. In the final chapter of Costner's Yellowstone series, Beth points out to her father repeatedly that the ranch's business model, not turning a profit, isn't sustainable. Beth is further frustrated when her father proposes to accrue millions of dollars in loans to lease land in Texas, after the cowboys discover that the herd is liable to contract brucellosis unless they're moved to faraway pastures, somewhere John doesn't have to feed them hay all winter. In Yellowstone Season 5's finale, Beth buys a ranch outside of Dillon, Montana. We get to see Beth and Rip settle in at the end of the series, suggesting that they will continue to live the cowboy's dream. The title Dutton Ranch confirms that Beth and Rip's future is in ranching, and it also suggests the power couple will maintain an important part of their past, keeping Dutton Ranch, while dropping the Yellowstone moniker. How Yellowstone Season 5 foreshadowed Beth redeeming John Dutton's failure. If Beth can take her finance aptitude and apply it to a successful business model for ranching, that could redeem John's shortcomings as a modern rancher, with her and Wheeler as the new representatives of the Dutton family name in Montana. Yellowstone also told us how Beth could build on her father's legacy exactly. In Yellowstone Season 5, Beth questions her family's main income, wondering why a steak turns such a high profit, yet they see so little of its yield. John tells Beth that ranchers don't take home a higher portion because they peddle the cattle, not the meat. Beth immediately has a solution. Beth wants to figure out the repacker that John Dutton says bars family ranches like his from making a profit on the cattle they work so hard to raise. As Rip Wheeler carries on the ranching legacy that he helped John build and protect, Rip will surely be more open to Beth's innovative ideas than John, leveraging Beth's finance degree and track record of making million-dollar deals for Schwartz and Meyer. After John's death, Beth can finally overcome his stubbornness and build something that can survive and even thrive where the original Dutton Ranch failed. Beth picks up other ideas, like when she travels to Amarillo, Texas, to see Rip in a flashback in Yellowstone Season 5, Episode 10, learning at the hotel bar that Travis Wheatley's Taylor Sheridan 46's ranch makes their own vodka. Later, she learns that 6,666 sells their meat directly to consumers on a website, and Beth is captivated by the prospect. In their spinoff, it sounds like Beth and Rip might take a few keys from their friendly associates in Texas, with the final chapter of Yellowstone giving us plenty of hints about what we can expect.